Good afternoon, folks. I am Sean in Alaska. Welcome. Glad you guys could join me today. Before we get started here, I'll go through the usual routine. Oh, that's kind of tilted down. We don't need that. I'll move that back up a little bit there. There we go. A little bit better. I gave myself a haircut and I trimmed off the beard, so that you know that means spring is coming. The way I like to do this is I like to hang out with you guys for about an hour. I'm going to wait over here and see if everybody's in and if somebody could shout out how the audio and the video is before we get started. I like to say hello to everybody in the chat. I like to answer every comment that we might have, every question that folks may have of me. I'm more than happy to answer. If you think I have skipped it over, do me a favor and leave it again in all caps. And if, hi Molly, how are you? And if I've already answered it by the time I get to it, then by all means, I'll just skip over it. But I want to make sure I get everybody's questions answered. I hope you guys had a wonderful Valentine's Day. Molly did. Molly got shots for Valentine's Day. I took her by one of the local places that it's called KPAL Dog Rescue, and every month they put on a clinic for free shots, and it's actually sponsored and paid for by Petco. So I just got her first series of shots for free, which is super awesome. But yeah, let me jump over here to the start. I guess everything's okay because nobody's saying that I'm mute. So we'll scroll back up to the beginning. A couple of things though that are pretty exciting. One is I have pull this up on stage. I have 4 of these done now. I just finished the fourth one. This is the fourth one. It's in the jig right now. Super excited about that. So 6 more, 4 down, 6 more to go. I hope to have them done in the next 2 weeks so that I can get all that crap out of my living room because I have a project that I want to do over there on that side of the wall as well. And I think we may have turned the corner on solar power, which is super awesome. I think my teapot here is about to go off, so it'll be just a second. I'll walk over, I'll pour my tea, I'll come right back. So if you hear the whistle, I'm going to get up and go get it. On the power deal today already, I have made so much power, it's ridiculous. The rest of this week, it looks like we have sunshine for most of the week. So I'm looking forward to that because that means I haven't run the generator in like 3 weeks now, which is super awesome. I mean, super cool. Jump back over to the top. Welcome, my friend. This is it, MJH Michael. It's good to see you. Glad you can make it today. Barbara Williamson, how are you doing? It is awesome to have you here today as well. If you're cooking dinner, that's fine. Just you got to tell us what you're having though. That's part of the rules. Linda at Lipstick Lodge, welcome. Glad you are here today. More snow coming tonight. Okay, here's the tea kettle. Hang on. Normally, I get all this going before I even get started. But I was like, oh, I don't need a cup of tea. And then about halfway through, I'm all, you know what? I do want a cup of tea. So let's jump back over here. This is just going to be a problem. I got to fix this chair. I thought I had it glued and I had clamps on it. And then I had to take my clamp off of it because I needed it for the jig that I'm working on over there for the bows. Art, Deep South Alabama, welcome, my friend. It is awesome to have you here today. I hope you are doing well, and you're just driving me crazy, dude, with the pictures of the beautiful sunny weather. It's sunny here today, but it's 33 degrees outside. Oh, I forgot to turn this on. Let's turn this on for you real quick. Sunrise was at 8:38 a.m. and sunset is at 5:56 p.m. for a total of 8 hours and 44 minutes of daylight. We've gained 33 minutes of daylight in the last week. The low temperature this morning was 3 below zero, which was kind of a surprise. But by the time I got to town to do laundry, it was already like 25. And we have 34 right now. I want to pull this up real quick because I think I messed that up. Let's go back to my Google. Sunrise and sunset. Come on. Thinking. Yeah, it's supposed to be 9 hours and 17 minutes. I'm going to fix that right now. Because if I don't, it'll mess me up next week. So what I say it was 9 hours and 17 minutes. Everything else is right. Good. We got that back up. But yeah, it was, it's been gorgeous all day today. It's been absolutely beautiful, but it's been too cold to really get outside and do anything. Jump back up here to Wisconsin FIB. Chop. Let's get this thing going. I'm here, man, every Sunday at 3 o'clock, right? 3 o'clock, never later. I might go earlier sometimes, depending on what's going on. Stan, welcome, my friend. It is great to have you here today. I hope your weekend was well. Sarge, what's happening, brother? Awesome to see you. Reed Fairbanks got dumped on with snow. They did. So we had a couple of snowstorms come through in the last week. You'll see in the next video. And this next week's video is just going to be basically, a week in my life. But all that moisture just went up and just hammered Fairbanks as well. So yeah, we had quite a bit of snow. I've got the thumbnail picture for this video shows I haven't cleared any of the snow in front of the RV, and we've had snow, we've had rain on top of that, we've had freezing rain on top of that, and I still have almost 3 feet of snow over there on the ground. It is absolutely crazy. It's going to be late March before I think I see any dirt here. Karen, how are you doing? It is awesome to have you here today. Charles and Annalyn, welcome. And Molly has been popping up every once in a while to say hi as well. Tommy, what's happening? Awesome to have you here today. Doyle Lindsay, welcome, my friend from Murray, Kentucky. Just ordered one more cord of oak firewood for $260 cash. Just needs to keep it in full. All snow is melting now. Good, good, good. I would kill for oak, to have oak firewood up here. I would kill for that. I love oak. Oak burns so nice and hot. Vicky, how are you doing? It is awesome to see you. Molly's doing great. Shirley Williams, welcome. How are you? It's great to finally get a live chat north from Ohio. Very cool. Chats are just, when I do these lives, it's just to hang out with you guys. I've said it before. I really enjoy the feedback, the instant feedback right here while we're chatting live, and some of the questions that folks may not ask on the videos. But you're not obligated to be here. If you can come, I love having you here. And if you can't make it, or if you have to run real quick, I understand. Life gets in. This is just something I do. And now every Sunday, because I have the Starlink, I can do it every week, which is super cool. Renee, welcome. Glad you could make it here today. Good evening, everybody. 33 days till spring, and starting tomorrow is Fire Horse. A great next few years. Starting tomorrow is Fire Horse. You're going to have to explain that one to me. Joe, what's up, brother? Awesome to see you, my friend. Shaving a haircut, right? Shaving a haircut, 2 bits. Yeah, I just took the razor to my head, and then I started to trim up the beard. And I thought, well, I'm going to get rid of the sideburns and I'm going to trim this up a bit. And when I got done, I was here, and it's probably going to get smaller because I'm seeing some crooked hair still. It's hard to, it's easy to do the face, right? If I'm standing square in front of the mirror, it's hard to do the head because you can't see the back. So then I have to run my cell phone camera back behind my head and look at the reflection of that to see if I got it all. It could be challenging for a guy like me. She does. She loves her camera time. She is not shy, that puppy. Janet, welcome. Glad you can make it today in Florida. Awesome to have you here today. You guys got a little bit of chill, didn't you? Ann O'Brien, Konasatatu, how are you, Ann? Hi, Sean and everybody. Hope you're all doing well. My lovely Molly, she is so cute. Best regards from a wet and windy southeast coast of Ireland. Awesome to have you here, Ann. Oh, yep. Linda saw Molly. Everybody saw Molly. Squeeze me. What's up, brother? Awesome to see you today. Glad you can make it. Shaving a haircut, 2 bits, right? Yep. Jonathan, what's happening, my friend? It is great to have you here today. Looks like a beautiful day. It is absolutely gorgeous outside. Like I said, just a bit chilly. But Molly and I have gone out a couple of times. She's just standing up here right now. I swear she's getting so big that it's going to be no time at all before she's standing up, and you'll be able to see her just standing here next to me. Henry Leslie, Vermont, glad you can make it today. Awesome to have you here. Texas Butterfly, how are you doing? Hi, Sean. I've watched off-grid shows. We always watch a lot. 3 shows we watched today. You were mentioned. Really? Who mentioned me? Because that's kind of cool. I know that Jay and Jen every once in a while will give me a shot, but God, I'm drawing a complete blank. Jason and his wife, Alaska Freedom, they're in Las Vegas right now. They're on a big trip. They're taking a break from Alaska. I knew this was happening last year. They told me they were going to go do this, and I thought they were going to be gone for most of the summer, but they're going to be back now in July because we've gotten to the point where we hang out every 4th of July together on the beach, do a little barbecue, do a little grill, have fun. But yeah, I'd be interested to know who else was talking because I love the YouTube community. I think it's super, super cool. Ward, what's up, brother? It is awesome to see you today. Well, Henry, you got 22 degrees, huh? 22 Fahrenheit. It's warm. Our days are getting so long that the solar is just crazy. Let me, I'm going to pull the phone up here. I haven't figured that out yet, but there's going to come a point where I can show you exactly what I'm doing on my phone while I'm live, which is super cool. But I just want to take a look at power production. So right now, the panels that are over here are kind of out of the sun. The sun's moved over this way. And it's still drawing 4 amps, but so far I've made over 2 kilowatts of power on those 2 panels. Right now, the sun is on the other 2 panels that are right over by the shed that were like my workhorse panels last year. I'm drawing 16 amps from that, and we've made 550 watt hours of power. So it's super, super cool. I'm going to be, if not tomorrow, then by Tuesday, I'll be at 100% on all my batteries. And I'm not that far off now. I'm in the 90s on a set, on one set, and I'm in the 80s on the new set. So yeah, I'm pretty fired up with the sun and the job it's doing lately. Everybody's saying hi to everybody else. Janet, looking at your installation, what's the difference between pink and gray? It's what they had at the store. So I was buying the pink in the rolls from the orange store, I call it, Home Depot, and it's R30. And I went to get, I was short. I went to get 2 more rolls to be able to finish it, and it turned out that they were out. So I had to go to SBS, which is another mega hardware store that we have up here, Spinard Builder Supply, and they only had the brown stuff. So it's the same installation. The pink is Owens Corning, the Pink Panther one, and the other one is just a different brand, but they're the same. Chris, what's happening? Awesome to have you here today. Hope your weekend was fantastic. Michael says, in warm up in northern Minnesota last week, highs in the 30s, last 2 days 40s, but we still have March and April. And I've jokingly said to a buddy of mine, Scotty at Scotty's Backyard Barbecue, and he comes in here every once in a while. I've jokingly said that, he'll laugh at me in the beginning of winter because we'll have all these cold temperatures, and Wisconsin, where he's at, isn't that bad yet. But he gets to a point where I'm trying to do this so I can squeeze this tea bag out right now. There we go. He starts making fun of me and says, "Oh no, dude, it's February. It's March. You're gonna be cold. You're gonna be cold." Well, the sun starts is getting, the days are getting so long up here that we warm up before you guys in the northern states, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, that kind of stuff. We warm up before you do. The problem is we just don't stay warm as long as you do. Thank you very much for that. Excuse me. If you hit the thumbs up, it's good for the channel. It's good for the live chat. It may introduce this channel to somebody who's not watching it that just logs in on YouTube, and I greatly appreciate the thumbs up. Jolie, what's up? How are you doing? I hope you guys are having fun. Looked like I saw your pictures from Easter. Looks like you guys had a blast. The kilt hunting, I already know who I want to get it from. It's just a matter of pulling the trigger and paying the money. I need a new kilt. You don't see me wearing the black kilt that much anymore because I've lost more weight since I started wearing that kilt, and it kind of falls down off my hips now. So I need to get a smaller kilt, which is a good thing to have. Mark, what's happening, brother? Awesome to see you. Hope you are doing fantastic. It's going great up here, man. It's going great up here in Alaska. I worked with Mark in California, and then he's a fly fishing guide too, and he taught me how to fly fish, which was super, super nice. I need to get out there with a fly rod this year. I definitely need to get out there with a fly rod. Henry, hope you're doing good. I think I said hello to you. If not, hello again. Jonathan says, I have the same problem with my hair, except I decided just to finally do it by feel, not by sight. It works good. It does, but I don't have good enough shears. I need to get, I have some pretty cheap Braun shears. My brother Will bought me one for Christmas one year, and then I lost the cord, and I went and bought the same one again. So I actually have 2 sets of shears and 1 cord to charge them up. But it's just getting that feel down. I used to take a razor to it. I might start doing that again. I would like to get running water in the cabin this year. If I do, I'll probably start shaving it again because it was just easier to maintain. Coming down, huh? Coming down. It's always raining there, my friend. Crazy Florida weather. We did get a little snow last month, today in the mid 60s. Florida's an interesting state for weather. I thought that's what you're talking about, Renee. Astrology, the year of the fire horse. Great times ahead. I love it. I love hearing good stuff. Navy Dave, what's happening, brother? It's awesome to see you from Maine. Did you catch my nerdy Honda generator break-in vid on Facebook? I didn't, but I'll go back and I'll look for it. I catch a couple of your vids every once in a while, but I'm on Facebook, but I'm trying to not be on Facebook all the time because especially it's just getting way too political again for me. So I just kind of back off. I'll share the video here. I'll post some silly stuff on my personal page. And that's pretty much all I do. I don't really scroll through like I used to anymore. John, welcome, my friend. It is awesome to see you today. John from Southern California, 60 degrees here today. Greenhouse arches are looking good. What you doing for vertical supports? So vertical is this way, I think, right? And then horizontal would be that way. It's going to be 2x4s that are run between each one of, and I'll pull it up here. Pull it up here and I'll explain it to you. Okay, so where you see the blocks in there, I'm going to alternate probably every other block with 2x4s running lengthwise. And they'll just slide right between there, and then I'll screw them in place once I get the arches perfectly up and down where they need to be. So that's the supports that I'm going to use on the sides, if that's what you're talking about. Alex, welcome, my friend. It is awesome to see you. Good time of the day, Sean. Add my fair share to your haircut compliments. Started to use a hair trimmer with a 3mm attachment 30 years ago. You know, you get to a certain point where you go to the barber and rather than the haircuts getting cheaper because they have less to cut, they charge you more for a finder's fee. And that's where I was at. I was paying a finder's fee for the hair, and I just bought shears and said, forget it. I'm just going to keep doing this from now on. So I do mine at about 3mm as well. I mean, I do it where there's not much left at all. And I only have to do my hair like maybe once every 6 months because I take it down so short. In the winter, I usually let it go long throughout the winter. But once it starts getting scraggly and going all over and I look like Gallagher the comedian, it's got to go. It's got to go. Alex sent me, hang on, folks. I want to show you this. So the other day, I get home. Where's it at? Where's it at? There it is. The other day I get home and I'm checking my mail because my daughter is sending me the new microphone because it wouldn't ship to Alaska. So anything that won't ship to Alaska, I send to one of my daughters, and then she sends it to me. And I check in my mail and I get this, right? And I'm like, the heck is this? And then I open it up and there's no note on who it's from or anything. And it's a spice packet, and it's from Georgia, not Georgia the state, but Georgia the country. And the spices are my absolute favorite, right? It's got fenugreek, coriander, dill, curry powder, caraway, marjoram, savory, cumin, and salt. And it is called Cameli Senelli, Georgian style spice blend. And it was Alex that he sent me a message, or he sent me an email saying, hey, I sent you a spice kit. I'm all, dude, it arrived. If you send me something, do me a favor, give me a shout out, send me a message, go to the Facebook page, send me a message on Messenger there and let me know so that I know who I got it from and I can thank you accordingly. I greatly appreciate it. But I can't wait to try that out. I'm going to try that this summer on some barbecue, on some grilling out there. Definitely. I have, so Charles is asking how many arches I have assembled now. This is the fourth one that's in the jig right now. So and I'm going to save the jig. I'm going to take a skill saw and I'm going to rip it down so that it's not as big, and then I'm going to put it in the shop because going down the road, if I want to expand this thing, I can just build new arches and add 4 feet onto it for every set of arches. So right now, it's going to be, the plan is it's 10 feet wide, and the plan is it's going to be 16 feet long. So to do 16 feet, I need 5 sets of arches because the first set is a wall, and then set 2 is 4 feet, set 3 is 8 feet, set 4 is 12 feet, and set 5 would be 16 feet, and that would be the wall on that end. So I have 4 done as of today, and I need 6 more. When is the best time of year to start looking for work to relocate to Alaska? I think any time of year, really. It depends on what you do and what you want to do. There's a ton of jobs up here from May through September because of tourism and fishing. So there's a boatload, and because that's like if you're in the trades, that's our big building season. So there's a ton of work up here then. But it depends on what you want to do and where you want to work. So if you want to work on the slope, if you want to go up north and work in the oil fields, you can do that year round. You can actually find that job before you even move up here if you've got the talent to do it. That was my original plan. I was going to go to the slope and work. But when I got here, things kind of tanked, and jobs started to dry up real quick. And after I really gave it some thought, because I did get a couple of offers to go up there, I thought I want to come home every night and go to bed. So, if you don't mind being away from home for 2 weeks and then back home for 2 weeks and then away from home for 2 weeks, then that's a great gig because you'll make a ton of money. But I want to come home every night, especially now I got the pup, right? I wanted things here that would require me to be home every day. So any time of year, depending on what you're looking for. If you got experiencing the trades any time of year. Wild Mountain Rose, how are you doing today? I'm having a great day. I'm having a fantastic day. I hope you are as well. Oh, you warm up in April. Okay. Yeah, we warm up in March. I mean, so we've like last week was pretty decent. We were like in the mid 30s, mid to high 30s here last week. Then we got some more snow that just came in out of nowhere. And then now we're going to be cold for a week, which is fine. I'm okay with that because this cold is nothing compared to the cold that we had before. But March for us, mid March, the temperatures are starting to come up and things are starting to melt. By the end of March, beginning of April, we're in mud season. So, and then, by May, things are drying out enough so that we can get busy. If you're going to build anything, that's when you're going to start. Fitzy, welcome. It is awesome to see you here today. Molly needs to be perched beside you each live. Is she on a chair? No, that's the edge of my couch. That's right there is the edge of my couch. She's sitting here. I'll show you where she's at now. That's her couch now, I guess. Let me move this camera down a little bit. She's sitting on the other side of her couch right now. I was going to get rid of the couch because it takes up so much room inside the cabin. I was just going to get a couple of chairs. I might still do that, but it's kind of nice having that for, when the family comes and visits and needs a place to sleep. Mark, you do, man. If you're going to come up and do some fishing, you need to come up in July for the sockeye run. They projected this year's sockeye run is going to be 4.6 million fish. It's going to be absolutely insane. Charles says, in the Philippines, no rain today, 85 right now at 8:17 a.m. in Bogo, Cebu, the Philippines on Monday. Very cool. Vicky Lynn, how the heck are you? It is awesome to see you. I'm seeing all kinds of folks here today. Mr. O, you and Miss Molly are such a treat. I'm so glad you have such a cute companion. Your place is coming along great. Enjoy your off-grid world. It's beautiful. Love you loads, mister. It's awesome to see you. Vicky, love you too, man. And tell the Indian I said hi. It's super cool to see you. Super cool to see you. Carolyn from East Texas, welcome. Glad you could be here today. Brooke Trout, what's happening, brother? Great to see you. Better late than never, right? Like the greenhouse frame. I'm really excited about this. I think this is going to be super cool. So it was like 2 weekends ago. Maybe it was not this weekend, last weekend. I was running some errands in town, and I might have talked about this last Sunday. And I stopped off at Kenai Feed. And so Kenai Feed is like the place in the state of Alaska to get your high tunnel stuff. Simple Living Alaska got their high tunnel through Kenai Feed. So they drove down, picked up everything, and drove up there. Well, I talked to them about the rest of the parts that I'm going to need, and one of the things that I'm going to need is a hello, how are you? is the greenhouse plastic, and they've got it all right there too. So I absolutely love that store. The owner actually lives out here in Funny River, and it's just an old-fashioned feed store. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about getting that thing up. I'm all caught up. That's crazy. That's good. So anyway, this is Molly, for those who haven't met her. It's a loving puppy. Loving puppy. David the Instigator, what's happening, man? It is awesome to see you. You're never late, man. You always get here when you need to, right? Very cool. Very cool. So what else? Oh, so I kind of snuck on the Facebook page for Sean in Alaska. I'm trying to do more. I am trying to do more there. There's only one guy. I ordered this, and this was the item that I had my daughter ship up to me. So this is a charging box, so that when I put the microphones in the charging box, let me see here. There we go. All right. Oh, when I put the microphones in the charging box, they charge themselves up, and then the receiver mounts right to the top of the camera. And I played around with this in the car because one of the biggest complaints I've had as far as audio goes with any of my videos that I've made has been that people can't hear or understand me when I'm driving the truck. And the reason for that is because the place where I have the camera mounted in the truck is right on the dashboard, and the defroster or the fan is running all the time when I'm driving. So I did some tests with it this weekend yesterday when I was driving into town with Molly, and it works fantastic. It works incredibly well. So that should be a problem that is gone. Plus, it has its own little, we call them dead cats. It's that fuzzy thing you put on the end of a microphone. And it has that to keep wind noise and ambient noise out of the way when I'm talking. I can mount it. It's 100% wireless, so there is no cables or anything coming from it. I could put it here. I could put it on my hat. I could put it pretty much anywhere. I could put it on the edge of my glasses if I want, and it won't get in the way while I'm working. The previous microphone that I had, I liked it once I figured out how to use it, but it was just a mess. 'Cause it had a cord. I'd be swinging a hammer and catch the cord with my hammer. It was just a nightmare. So I'm looking forward to using this. This week's video, I didn't use it. I might have tried it out a bit at the end of the video. We'll see when I'm done editing. But going forward, I'm probably going to be using that mic exclusively. It costs when I was watching videos on, because before I buy anything, I try and look up reviews for those items. And so I watched a couple of videos, and the review said it was going to be about $160. But when I went to buy it, it was $77. It was freaking awesome, a great price. So yeah, look forward to hopefully better audio. David is an instigator. Sunshine, welcome. How are you doing today? How are you liking the great friggin' sun today? Although you're probably pretty windy because we've been breezy over here today all day long. So I imagine you're getting some wind over there in Kenai. David says, your greenhouse looks great. Is there a link you could share with the build plans? I didn't really make any build plans, but I did share. Let's see if I can pull this out. So there's an app, or not an app, but there's a site on the internet that has a ton of different calculators on it. So when I did the calculator for the roof, I use this site. Anytime I've done any roof calculators, I use that website. And I think it's called blocklayer.com. But if you type in Gothic Arch Calculator, that site will come up. And all you have to do once you're on there, Molly, get down. All you have to do once you're in there is fill out, the width that you want it to be when it's done, the height that you want it to be when it's done, and it will generate the exact size of the arch that you're going to need. And it doesn't tell you how to make it. It just generates the size of the arch. When I'm done building the whole greenhouse, I will do an in-depth video on, I've got all the footage from putting the first arch together, from figuring all that out. I'll do a pretty in-depth video on how I did it, not how you should do it, but how I did it. Because when I looked up, Gothic arch greenhouses, and I was looking for videos, and I was looking on YouTube for it, there wasn't a whole lot of videos that I thought captured the entire process from start to finish. So I definitely will make sure that I have that done. And you can design them yourself. You can do whatever you want yourself with these things, which is what I liked about them, is they're very flexible for how you can build them. I still have to cut the arches down so that they meet properly at the point. And then I have to calculate in some other measurements, but I think it's going to be super, super slick when it's done. And the nice thing is, because of the pitch of that arch, I won't have an issue with snow, which I'm really excited about. So I'll be able to leave that plastic up year round without having to worry about it collapsing. But I was about to say hair. Blueberry Bog, welcome. Awesome to see you. It is great to have you here today. Oh, very cool. The Indian says hello. We're both dealing with life after 60, right? I know, it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. Next time I get down there, you guys will have to get together. I'm probably coming down in October. I told Brienne, my daughter, she was all upset because her sister said I'm not coming down anymore. I don't know why girls do that to each other. But I'll be heading down probably in October, and we'll have to get together for sure. Maybe we'll get together at the casino and do pizza downstairs. I love their pizza, man. That pizza was phenomenal. It's windy, but the snow is melting off the roof and the driveway. This is supposed to last day over 25 in the next 2 weeks, or the last day over 25 in the next 2 weeks. Full on winter comes back. You know what? It's not full on winter if it's not raining and snowing and freezing rain. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the cold dropping down again. I reloaded the firewood today. But as long as we don't have freezing rain, and I'm getting sunshine to power everything, I'm completely happy. Winter is over. It's almost done. We're almost at the end of it. This time of the year, Brother Will says, I'm racist. I hate white, because it's just snow everywhere. And it's absolutely, you get to a point where you get tired of it. I mean, it's beautiful, but you want to do stuff outside. And as the days get longer, you itch even more to do stuff outside. Beto, welcome, my friend. It is great to see you today. Glad you can make it. Alex says, think about placing a compost in the greenhouse. I definitely will. Heat should be produced when it breaks down, and that might raise temperature. Maybe temp differential will be enough to start growing season earlier. That's kind of the plan. I do have the onions already started. I dug out the lights. I want to get all that stuff set up over here probably this week. Now that I have a plug, I can actually plug the lights in rather than running them off the power stations. The onions are starting to pop up. The seeds are starting to sprout a little bit. But I need to get a good compost pile going, and I kind of have a plan for what I want to do at that greenhouse. I want to bring some gravel in, and like the pea gravel kind of stuff, the small stuff that you walk in and your feet, you'll leave footprints and stuff. But I kind of want to set it up, have a couple of maybe Adirondack chairs up there that I'll make, a little table, kick back and come home and walk into the greenhouse and grab a couple of tomatoes, maybe some other fresh produce, bring it out with a nice cold beer, sit down by the greenhouse and just relax and have a little snack. I'm looking so forward to this. You guys have no idea how fired up I am for tomatoes. Mike Max, welcome. Glad you can make it today. Hey Sean, we enjoy the lighthearted attitude. You seem to really enjoy Alaska. We visited a year ago, fell in love with it, and now I want to get a place. It's beautiful here, man. Alaska is one of these places, one of those places on Earth that you will either absolutely love it or you will absolutely hate it. There is no, I can take it. There is no middle ground with this stuff in this place. And I'm glad you like the attitude and everything else. It's kind of who I really am. So I don't have time to put on airs for anything. I couldn't remember, if I was fake, I couldn't remember how I was fake the next day. So I'm not going through all that. Nice, Vicky. Right on. Yeah, that'll be fun, man. That would be a ton of fun. It'd be good to get together with a bunch of folks and just hang out again. I haven't done that in forever. Last couple of trips to California have always been so family oriented that I haven't had time to really get together and do anything with anybody. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Tell Trucker I said hi. Todd, what's up? Yukon and Blaze say hi to Miss Molly. This is Todd, the neighbor across the street, who's the bearded big guy. Helped me do the roofing part on here, and Todd's been in a ton of the videos that I've done. And he's got Yukon, who is a full-blooded Rottweiler, and then Blaze, who is Molly's littermate, her brother. And he's half Rottweiler and half Australian Shepherd. And those dogs, man, and Molly's getting bad too. Whenever they're out and about, and one knows that the other one's out and about, they run over here, and next thing you know, the dogs are just going nuts playing in the yard until they're absolutely exhausted. I love it. I got home late from work on Friday because I had a doctor's appointment, and the dogs came over almost immediately, and they just were tearing it up in the yard for a good hour. I mean, it was crazy. They were going nuts. And when Molly came in the cabin later on that night, once she dried off, she was done the rest of the night. Craig, what's happening, man? Awesome to see you today. The greenhouse build is going to be a ton of fun. I'm this close to going and starting tomato seeds. I really am. I'm really thinking. The first year I said I'm just going to buy the plants. We'll put them in the greenhouse and we'll go with that. And then next year I'll start tomatoes. We'll see how they do. It's hard for me. I'm like I said, I'm this close from just going to the store and buying seeds. We'll have to meet up on the 15 miles. Oh, you live 15 miles from Ashley. Definitely, Mark. Yeah, because she's in Orville and you're up there too. Definitely, dude. I wouldn't mind hooking up with you and getting together and having a beer. That would be fun, man. That would be a ton of fun. Greenhouse build is going to be fun to watch. I need to know how much money you made off of the Valentine gig. I have a fishing addiction I need to pay for. That was one of the. So that's the silly stuff that I post. I actually post that for Valentine's Day and for Christmas, and I wonder if I can find it real quick. Let me see if I can find it, and I'll show you guys. Let's see if I go to I might have it on my phone. Let's see here, screen recordings. I think that. Hang on one second here. I think the phone wants permission. I think the phone is asking for permission. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see if I can get that to work. Screenshots. That's what I want. Hang on here with me. There we go. Let's move this. Probably be easier if I move it over here. Okay. So this is what I was talking about. This is what Craig's talking about. I have a good. I think I have a good sense of humor. So I post on my Facebook page every year this. No, that wasn't it. That was dinner from. That was when I went to the brewery last night. Son of a gun. All right, let's one more time. I really want to do this. Let's pull that image back up, and then we'll go. See if I can get it off my phone. I thought that was it. Sorry about that. Camera, screenshots. It's not that. There it is. There it is. Rent me for V-Day. I offer different packages. The friend zone is $20. The We Dating is $40, and it includes chocolate. The romantic dinner is $50, including a photo for Facebook. The dinner with your parents is $60, $80 if I have to play with your younger siblings. The Lovebird is $90, includes holding hands. A kiss, though, is $120. The Oh My God, They're Dating is $300. We start dating today. Album for Facebook. Kiss in front of friends and family. Update relationship status on Facebook to dating. Note we can keep it for 2 weeks after Valentine's Day. So that's. I have a sense of humor. I have a twisted sense of humor. You know, I don't know if moose like tomatoes or not, but they'll be inside the greenhouse, you know. And I'm going to run some power up there, so I'll have to figure something out. I'll have to definitely figure something out. But I know they don't really care for onions. They don't care for potatoes. So I was kind of safe down there. And I have the electric fence. I have all the stuff for the electric fence. So maybe I'll run a high fence up around that area too, and then throw some electric strands on there just to keep them away. That's probably not a bad idea. Yep, Valentine's Day gig. Like I said, for Christmas, I have the same thing, right? You know, if we're going to have, and there's one I have for Thanksgiving too. You know, with your family, it costs this much. And I post it every year on Facebook and have a ton of fun. Molly, what are you doing? I'm going to have to kill you, dog. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go. She was biting on the front of my Opes power station, and she chewed the plastic on the cover over the 12-volt outlet, you know, the cigarette lighter adapter. It's not the end of the world, but I gotta break her of this. She's chewing on all these plastic things lately, and it's driving me nuts. I should probably make sure she hasn't got anything else. Get away. Go lay down. So what else can I answer for you guys? How was your Valentine's Day? I went to the Kenai River Brewing Company because they posted on their page that they had prime rib. That was the other picture here. I'll pull that back up again. So they did prime rib dinner for $32 or chicken parm for $28, the full dinner, and that included a beer. So I went there and had dinner last night, which was super awesome, and it was nice. It was very nice. Busy place, and it's always. I've made no secret that I'm a huge fan of beer, and it's they've got some great beer there. They've got some great beer there. Thank you, Blueberry. I greatly appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that. Jana wants to know, how long have I lived in Alaska and where did I move from? So I first moved to Alaska in 1998, and I was here in the interior outside of Fairbanks from 1998 to 2001. And then I have two daughters. I was divorced. I moved back down to the lower 48. Ended up moving back to California. I went from here to Texas, and then from Texas to California. And that's where I'm born and raised. I was born in San Francisco. And I moved back up here in 2013. So I have been here now for, 13 years. I've been back up this time for 13 years. And I'm not leaving. I absolutely love this place. It's just incredible. But yeah, it's 13 years. And I should have done it sooner. I really should have. But my head wasn't in the right place. After I got divorced, I was a mess. I think they make a spray like dog chew deterrent, makes it taste bad. You spray that stuff on electronic equipment. I wouldn't feel too comfortable about that. $3 says, I worked at my trailer on Valentine's Day, 4 months, 2 weeks, 3 days, 17 hours, 32 minutes, and 47 seconds to go. Our dogs chew on everything, 4 puppies and 2 adult dogs and too many cats. She's not bad. You know, it's just lately she's been on a kick with plastic. Um, and I don't have a whole lot of stuff around here that's plastic, but lately she's been on the kick where she's just chewing up some plastic stuff. Like she'll take my socks out of the laundry basket. So I put in the laundry basket in the back room that's going to be the eventual bathroom. But I got tired of doing that. She wasn't chewing the socks. She'd just take them and lay with them wherever, so she'd have my scent somewhere. You know, but the plastic stuff, it's like dealing with a toddler. You know, I see her chewing on something, and I turn around and go, "What's in your mouth? Get that out of your mouth." Put my hand underneath her. Huh, put my hand underneath you. Go, "What's in your mouth? What's in your mouth? Get that out of your mouth." This is a new thing for her. So I was giving her, like, I pull the cap off the bottle, and I'll just give her the plastic bottle and let her chew on it until it starts to shred a little bit, and then I take it away from her so she doesn't get that plastic in her mouth. But she's got a million toys, and she's got a million plastic toys, and I don't know why all of a sudden she's just decided she's going to start chewing on plastic stuff. She ate the handle on one of my screwdrivers, which are plastic, but you know, she's good. She's really not into stuff all the time. Todd, it's only just begun. He tells me, he goes, "Dude, I turned around and did something for like 15 minutes, and I spun back around in my living room, and the little dog, her brother, took a log and just shredded it." He said it looked like somebody was cutting firewood in my living room. She will do that. She'll chew on the firewood sitting over by the wood stove. It's pretty cute. It is pretty cute, and I don't mind her chewing as long as she's chewing on the right stuff, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm fired up. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this year. I don't know if I'm going to do any real. I don't think I'm doing any big projects this year. Um, I still want to build a new chicken coop, which is not a big project. That's a quick, easy project. And I'd like to build a smoker. I'd like to have that done before fishing season hits. And that's not a big project either. It's pretty easy because everything sits aside of it. Doesn't, you know, I mean, it doesn't have to be, you know, too critically huge. But I'm going to spend a lot of time working around the property, just getting cleaned up and getting ready for the following year when I'm going to add the bedroom on here. The solar panels that are out in the flat area over here that was cleared by the neighbor, I want to raise those up. So I want to get those up higher because I think that I can get more sunlight during the winter months on those panels as if I just got them up a little higher. If I got them up about 6 feet off the ground. So that's a project I'd like to do, but that's the kind of stuff that will take a weekend here and a weekend there. Or I take a week's vacation and I knock 1 or 2 things out. But I want to get the cabin a little more situated, a little more sorted, and then work around the property this year more than anything else. They are. She's a pretty puppy. She's a good girl. You're a very pretty girl. Yes, you are. Hi, kisses. Thank you for the kisses. She's a good girl. Mm-hmm. Best thing I ever did was get a dog again. I've been missing having a dog. Alex says, my Appalachian neighbor always told me how good deer barbecue ribs are. I asked him where that comes from. He showed me a couple of apple trees near his workshop and said, deer love apples. Nice. Yeah, they do. Deer will eat anything. They're absolutely crazy. They're like sheep. They will literally eat every freaking plant in the neighborhood, just about. Right? The smokehouse. I need a smokehouse. And it's not just for smoking fish, because before I moved up here, I taught myself a whole bunch of different skills that I thought I would really want to do up here. And I really haven't had a chance to do most of them. So I can make bacon. I can make sausage. I want to make kielbasa. I want to smoke all my own meats. I want to be as self-sustaining as I possibly can. And a smokehouse is going to be required to do that. Blurry Bog, I picked up some chestnut smoked beef sausage this weekend. Never had chestnut smoked anything. Really? That's surprising. Yeah, I've never had chestnut either. The woods I use most to smoke with are alder, hickory, obviously hickory. I love hickory, mesquite, and apple and cherry. And those are the basic ones. And I absolutely adore hickory on so many different things. Not just bacon, not just pork. Get this back in there again. There we go. But hickory with the steak is with a ribeye is pretty yummy. It's pretty darn yummy. Charles Allen went to a local beach resort on Valentine's Day. Very cool. What about you guys? What else? What did you guys do on Valentine's Day? Anything exciting? Anybody who was single, what did you do being single? Today's my favorite day. It's the day after Valentine's. It's half price candy day. But we didn't have as much in the store as I wanted. I love half price candy day. God, that's good tea. So yeah, that's my plans for this year. Really, I need to get more organized. I need to mount the Starlink. I need to plumb a drain for the sinks. I'd like to get running water in the cabin. I'm not ready for a well yet, so I'll store the water inside. The well would probably happen next year, I'm thinking. I want to run an actual heater in here so I could quit using the buddy heater for backup heat. And I got obviously a lot of firewood to cut and get the shed filled up with firewood again. I got maybe an eighth of a cord left of the wood that I bought. I've got more than enough wood though to last me for the rest of the winter. So yeah, it's just going to be a year of hanging out here and doing stuff and maybe getting out and exploring Alaska a little more again. I need to get back into that. I want to do a couple of fishing trips. I might do one this year, this season. I'd like to go out and maybe do a combo crab and fishing trip. That'd be kind of nice. So that's what I got planned. Renee, she washed walls and packed. Barbara, you're back. Hope your dinner was good. You probably didn't hear me. You got to tell us what you had now. You were right at the beginning. You said, I hope I'm not making dinner. We need to know what you made now. Bummer. You're not supposed to do that on Valentine's Day. You're supposed to do that on Thanksgiving so you don't have to buy the present at Christmas. You got to get this right, man. Sorry to hear that. Jonathan. I'm making fun of you and I'm teasing you, but I do feel you, man. What am I going to use to cover the interior walls? Wood. So everything downstairs is going to be 100 from floor to ceiling is going to be 100% wood. I'm not locked in on what I'm doing with the ceiling yet. So the wall behind the bedroom, or with the two windows that go out the back of the property here, that'll probably be sheetrock, and I'll probably paint it white, and I'm only going to do that because I want the reflection of the light so that it brightens up the inside of the cabin a little bit. But yeah, the walls are all going to be wood, and those are going to start before winter's over. Very cool. Love to hear that, Linda. That is awesome. I'm single. I went to the farmer's market, got some veggies. Can't see, that's a good day, right? It's awesome. From my experience, the best wood for red meat smoking comes from is a fruit tree wood, especially cherry and apples. Hickory chestnut works best for fish. I actually go the other way around. I like hickory for fish. I love hickory for fish. But I like alder for fish as well. And then for pork, for me, it's always hickory. I love the sweetness that the hickory imparts on the meat that you're eating. But cherry wood also works really good for pork. And applewood works good for pork too. I like pork, I guess. I guess that's where we're going with this. You know, Dave, I have the Blackstone flat grills. I have looked into them. The big issue is I don't know that I'd use it enough to justify having it. I mean, I'd use it if it's just me, I'll just cook it on the stovetop, right? If I had family here, if I had a significant other here, I'd fire up a Blackstone. But just for myself, I'll just cook it on the stove. I just use a frying pan. Same thing. But a Blackstone would be nice. I do like cooking stuff on flat grills. I do. Grilled out on Valentine's steak, fresh froze sweet corn, and oh, yum, and a baked tater. Very nice. Very nice. Jerry Canadian, what's up, my friend? It is awesome to see you today. Okay, Barbara's meal was open-faced roast beef, mashed potatoes with gravy and string beans. Yummy. That's perfect. There's the other one. Yeah, right? Pecan wood. Pecan wood's delicious too. Oh. Bacon with pecan wood is incredible. It's incredible. At some point or another, in every single live I think I have ever done, food gets on the table and we just start talking food. Brook Trout, we did farm fresh roasted goose stuffing potato with cornflakes thing, corn bake. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Right? That sounds yummy. That sounds very yummy. Jerry has wicked snow. You guys are getting hammered on the eastern coast of the United States, like Michigan and those that line right there, and then from Canada east, it's crazy. It's crazy how much snow you guys are getting this year. Texas butterfly. I took my Christmas down lights on Valentine's Day, ready for summer. If I ever put Christmas lights up here, which I'm really thinking of doing for next year, because I've got the shed now and I could kind of decorate a nice little area out there, especially if I've got the greenhouse too. There's a good chance they'll never come down until I'm gone. There's a good chance I will never remove them. I love zucchini. I love zucchini bread. I love zucchini pickles. I love zucchini fried. I love zucchini deep fried. I love zucchini. I'm growing zucchini this year. They do. Everybody eats. Everybody does eat. Smoked whitefish and pickle suckers. We got about 5 minutes left here, folks. If you got any burning questions, now's the time to ask them. I will be live again next Sunday. I don't see any time in the future where I won't be live on a Sunday going forward. So, if you got anything that you want to see me do, let me know. Either let me know in the live chat, let me know at the Facebook page, let me know via Messenger and the Facebook page. The link to the Facebook page is down below. If you are inclined to do so, and there's quite a few people who have, and I greatly appreciate it, you can become a member. Your membership perks for the channel are as follows. There's only one that I'm actually doing on a regular basis, and that is when I upload the video and I set it up to be released on Friday at noon, you can watch it. Members can watch it the minute it's done uploading and processing. Everybody else gets to see it Friday at noon because Friday at noon is my regular video date. Sometimes that happens on Wednesday. Lately, that's been happening on Thursday, but that's about the only perk other than my undying appreciation. And you can find that down below as well. The email for me is down below. The Facebook page for me is down below. And I don't know if there's any other contact info that I have right now. Hey, get out of the kitchen. You don't need to be in there. Alder's yummy. Alder's yummy. Yeah, you'll like alder. Alder's a nice. It's a pleasant smoke, but it's not overpowering. It's not like hickory and mesquite can be very overpowering, but alder is a really nice middle of the wood or middle of the road smoke. That surprises me. I would think it would grow good there, but maybe it's an issue that it's too moist, too much humidity. Get out of there. You do, Ward. You got to stop by and say hi sometime. I'm with you, right? It's once you get them up, it's not like you're going to put them somewhere different next year. So put them up and leave them. Who knows? You get a nice fall night. You want to sit outside on your deck with a glass of vino, or maybe you got a little fire going. You turn on your Christmas lights. It's super cool, man. Super cool. She's doing good. She's in the doghouse today. She just scared herself. She backed her little butt up and hit the big kettle that I have on the floor there because I was melting snow the other day, and she just scared the heck out of herself. Get your nose out of there. Go play. Go lay down. Go lay down. Thank you. Definitely. Thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Renee, have a great week as well. We are getting to the end. We got 57 minutes in, so about 3 minutes left. David, I never put the Christmas lights up. It's even easier. Sarge, you as well, man. Have a great week. Awesome seeing you today. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. Got to clean the kitchen. I did that. I actually cleaned my kitchen, but my garbage can is full, and I have a viewer that whenever I do anything in the kitchen, always mentions that my garbage can is full. But yeah, I cleaned the kitchen this week and did all my dishes, which was super nice, which is why I had to melt the snow. Brook Trout, have a great week. Everybody, thank you as always for joining me here on the lives, and thanks for the constant support on the channel. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for telling me when I screw stuff up or when there's an easier way to do it. I greatly appreciate that. I really do. Next week's video, like I said, is pretty much just going to be a week of dealing with Alaska things. Nothing negative, nothing harsh, nothing bad. And maybe I'm trying out the microphone a little bit. I might be at the very end of it. But tonight I'm probably grilling a ribeye steak because the weather's right. And I got the Weber barbecue up and going again, and I have a couple of ribeyes in the fridge. So I might throw a ribeye steak and some asparagus and a baked potato on the grill tonight. That sounds pretty yummy. And thank you very much. Have a great week in Ireland. Awesome to see you. Everybody else, let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody saying hi. David saying hi. Beto, Jonathan. Thanks, man. Awesome to have you here. You always leave great comments too. I read your comments and I'm like, man, he really thought that out before he left it. I appreciate that. I guess we could end this. I'll hang out for another minute or so. Just chat. Just visit a bit. Everybody's out the door. Well, the wind's blowing out there good now, too. We get days like this, and I wonder, maybe it is worth putting in a little wind turbine. That would be kind of cool. It wouldn't be bad at all. I'd have to get with Jay and see how he hooked his up, Jay and Jen, off grid. I've been watching a lot of their videos lately. Those two are a hoot. Those two are absolutely a hoot. That's it. We're going to wind it off. We're going to head out the door. Thank you guys, as always, again. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Sunday. We'll see you Friday with a video. We'll see you Sunday for a live. I'm Sean in Alaska. See ya.